Hey guys, how's it growing? Jackson here with another video. And if you didn't know by my hand gestures, I'm now a full-time YouTuber. Just kidding, but I don't know. Anyway, it is May, and it's a nice cloudy day today, which is pretty nice on the plants because it's been kind of hot lately. And I just haven't been watering as frequently as I should, so things have been a little down. I almost killed an avocado that we'll probably see later. And yeah, let's see what's going on. Okay, so the Centennial Variegated Kumquat's doing good. The Scion on it is still green, which is nice to see. So it might be doing good. I'm pretty sure it was a rainpour lime Scion. Is that what it was? Pretty sure. But that's doing good. Looks fantastic. Love the yellowing in the leaves. It looks really pretty. But over here, we got the cherry trees doing really nice. Getting nice and full. Looking pretty. I do have to trim up the tops, make sure everything looks nice and tidy. Oh, and I'm sorry, there's a bunch of construction right across the street. A bunch of houses are being built. But here's that other cherry tree looking just as nice. The cherries that I had on the other one, they got eaten, or I don't know what happened to them, but they're gone. But yeah, that's fine. I mean, they're still young, so I'm not worried about it. Right over here, we got the big old Sabra. They're doing really nice. We got some new growth right here. I really like the red in the new growth. Looks pretty. And then some of the new, not new, but mature leaves are kind of big now. Like these are pretty big. But it's doing really good. I mean, can't really tell if it's getting any pokey or not. No bumps on it or anything. Yeah, I don't know. So we'll see. Maybe another year, maybe another 2, maybe another 3. I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean, it's like 4 or 5 feet. Probably like 5 feet in this pot, 6 feet almost. And then here's this Dragonfly Tree, doing really good. I don't do too much for it, and it stays happy, nice and green. So let us move on. Over here, we got the finger lime doing good. Lots of flowers and leaves, new growth. This like purplish black new growth always makes me think that it's dying off, but then I come closer and it's not. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad it's doing well. It was getting a little dry because, like I said, I wasn't and haven't been on top of things in terms of keeping these guys happy. But there is lots of finger limes on here, and I can't wait for people to try them that didn't get to try them last time. So that'll be fun. Unfortunately, looks like this Pakistani Mulberry is not doing too well. As you can see, all the leaves are just dead as can be, but the tree is still green. See, nice and green. I tried it a couple of times. I keep checking on it, so that's why there's all these marks. But I mean, it's still alive. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I think I'm gonna probably cut it to pieces and then root the cuttings and then plant something else here. I don't know, but that's probably what I'll do. Yeah, but it's still hanging in there, I guess. Little Cotto, looking good, nice and full. New growth looks really pretty. Yeah. Let's see. The Nagami is doing good. Well, not good. I think it gets too much sun. And the reason why because I know they don't like too much sun. And the grapefruit tree that I have the Nagami Kumquat Scion, it's not doing too well either. And we'll see that in a second, but I think I need to move that for that reason. And also for something else. I'll show you guys in a second. But this guy's doing real good. Some apples right here. Think this is that Honeycrisp apple. So that's gonna be really fun to try from this tree, and it looks pretty good. I mean, it's a decent shape to it, but it does need to be trimmed a bit more, I do say. It's kind of there's a lot on this side, that's for sure. But I counted and there's probably like 30 fruit on it. So yeah, really happy with this tree. On the other hand, this tree, I mean, it looks good, it looks pretty, nice shape to it, but I mean, it came out later than the other one, just like last year, and didn't flower. I don't know if it will, but we'll see. Maybe it's a late flowering apple tree. I think it's either Honeycrisp or Anna, I forgot. I should have labeled it, but it is what it is. And then this Pakistani Mulberry is doing fine, but it's in a pot. I want to plant it out. I was gonna bonsai it, but I kind of want to, I just want to grow it out now. Some nice fruit right there. Nice and sweet. These fruit are really good. Really good. But yeah, I mean, I've only had 2 varieties. One I had like last week, which was in Bakersfield. I was at a park with walking a dog, not my dog, but my girlfriend's brother's dog, and we saw some mulberries, and I tried some, and it was really good. But here we got the not lemon, but citrus grow out area. It's doing good. Everything's doing nicely. And it's mostly lemon and then trifoliate seeds that I got from a tree in Modesto. Luckily, it was at a park, and the fruit was disgusting, and the seeds just were really prolific in seeding. So here we are. We got some nice rootstock right down there. Doing good. Needs a water, but other than that, looks fine. Okay, so over here, this is where the greenhouse was. I took down the sheeting that went over it because it was disintegrating and causing a big mess. So I took it down. I'm gonna put some shade cloth over it, and then put all the small trees and maybe some of the other ones that are a little more fragile underneath. I might leave all the big trees out here just to so they can get full sun. During the summer, this gets full sun all day from like, I think like 7:30 to 5 or 6, probably like 6 or 7. So yeah, this is going to be a nice full sun area for them, especially now that they're a bit bigger and a little more sturdy. So that'll be nice. Let me show you that Kumquat Scion that I was talking about. Where is it? Right over here. As you can see, it hasn't grown too much, and it's a little yellow. And this I might have to just rotate it, because by the time the sun hits this side, and it's really hot, so I don't think it likes the heat. So I might have to turn it. Right here, we got the little lemon Scion. It's not doing too well because I don't think it gets enough sun, because all this shades it. So I'm gonna have to trim it to where that can get some more sun. There is a lot of fruit growing on here, which is pretty nice. I'm gonna thin them out just because I want to make sure that the tree can actually grow the fruit. See, like these fell off already. I'm gonna pluck that one off. Let's see if that one, no, that one's fine. But see, there's already some growing a little bit bigger. That's pretty cool. Well, the fruit from last season was not that good. It was pretty dry. But yeah, here's that Rainpour Lime Scion doing really well, as well as the other one over here. So they just do really good. I think it's just, these cuttings just do so well. I don't know. I need to do more grafting. But yeah, got some, not citronella, but that's a geranium, nutmeg, whatever. Pretty good smelling tree. The lily pilly is doing pretty good. I think it needs a bigger pot, and I need to like stake it up better because it's like always leaning, so it's just always gonna look funky until I handle it correctly. But let's see. We also got strawberry guava putting out some flowers, which is really nice. I need this guy out in full sun because last time I had him in the shade because it is a small tree, but little did I know that these guys can take really good heat, really hot temperatures. So yeah, he's doing a lot better now that I have him in a more full sun environment. I do think it would rather have it out of the cover of these little trees, but yeah, it's doing things. I really like this Chilean myrtle, really cool. The Pitanga tuba down there is putting out some new growth, which is really nice to see. I think I'm actually going to take care of it this time so it doesn't die off. And the other Australian finger limes are putting out flowers, so that's really nice to see, except for this one, this little one, but that's okay. But let's see. So like the Buddha's hand, a lot of the fruit fell off. I do think it needs some, I don't know what it needs. Maybe some fertilizer. I didn't really fertilize them that much this year. But as you can see, there's some more flowers on here, some nice new growth. It's a little bit different new growth, a little bit different shape than the other one, but I mean, it's doing its thing. It looks pretty similar. Looks like we're gonna have some oranges. Might have to thin this out, especially since it's such a small tree. And luckily they do that naturally. And then this is growing some fruit on it too, this Rainpour lime. Still pretty small, but it is what it is. And then I think I need to repot this thing in something a little bit deeper, more fitting for it, because it was a pretty deep pot that I got it in. It's a little less deep than what it should, so it's a little mounded up. And honestly, it might need to be in more cover because it's all the needles are kind of drying up. So, and by the way, this is a red variety of Australian finger lime, and so that's pretty rare, so I don't want to kill that. The Fuyu persimmon's doing good. Nice shiny leaves. And I'm gonna, all this junk right here is going to the dump pretty soon. Just been busy working. And then this finger lime's doing good. Nice new growth, pretty. And so yeah, let's go over here. We got Pomegranates doing good. This guy's finally coming back together, the miracle fruit tree, and I will start taking care of this more closely, because Jesus, I almost let this thing die, and I was like, I don't care, I'll get another one. But no, I shouldn't do that. Cool little double dynamite crepe myrtle with some flowers and whatnot. I gotta put that in some bonsai soil, as well as this, and then the little spruce right there. And then we got some seeds right there, and then some cuttings in there, as well as right there. And then all these little seedlings. But one thing I do want to mention that I need to get more of is this Grimmel Jabotacaba. I know I say it in like every video, but it just does so well. So well. Look at that new growth right there. It's like a nice chocolate color to it. Very cool. And it just, I don't know. There's not much that I can say bad about it because it just does so well. I mean, there's like a dead branch right here, but like, other than that, Jesus. And then the Suriname cherry's coming back. What? Looking real nice now. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. We got some little jabos that aren't doing... Oh, wow. That one just dried up really, really bad. I think I need to move these in like a shadier area because this still does get sun pretty warm. And then the wall, I think, adds to that heating effect. So, things will be moved right after this, since I just noticed all that now. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, in the video about the Ngami Kumquat needed to be moving, and that reason is for this right here. This is a little enclosure, an outdoor enclosure, a nice little mug right there. But this houses two little guys for outside use right now. These two are two juvenile Sulcata tortoises. There's one right there. That is Mikey, or Michael Jordan, I don't know. I didn't name it. And then that right over there is Thimble. I named that one. But this is a cool little enclosure I made, like maybe it was last week, but it wasn't too long ago. This is a nice little 8x8 or 8x4x4 enclosure for them. I got a bunch of violas and some grass. These guys are the third largest species of tortoise in the world. They are the world's, they are the largest species of tortoise on a continent, because the rest of them are on islands. So that's pretty neat. But these guys, they're about 2 months old. They will get about 200 pounds when they're full adults, and they need lots of space. So citrus is toxic to them, so I cannot feed them that. They cannot eat that. And so I'm gonna have to move citrus out of here, as well as the avocado that I have right over there. Or I'm gonna have to create some sort of ring or something and make sure none of the leaves or anything mess with the tortoises, because I would not want them to get sick. So I primarily feed them grass, a lot of greens, dandelion greens. They like eating weeds, they like eating these violas. They're really nice little tortoises. Really cool if you have enough space and can care for them, because they do live a long time. But I don't see a problem with them living a long time. I just think that it's just a thing. Who cares? Wouldn't you want a pet to live with you a long time? I don't know. Because, you know, some pets don't live that long. Some animals don't live that long. And, I mean, I wouldn't like to think of these as pets, more as that I am their guardian, just taking care for them. These guys are vulnerable in their native range in South Sahara, just because they're so large. They're pretty good for food, as well as black market trafficking. Even though we do have a large population here in the U.S., they have exploded in the pet trade for a long time, and they're fairly readily available in the U.S., so it's not a problem. I don't think we usually get imports of those anymore, which is nice. So yeah, so I'm just, would like to take the best care of these little guys, and if they ever make it out and need to go to a conservation center, that's what it will be. But as of right now, they're just my little torts just torting around. And so this is obviously a temporary enclosure, but it will be, I mean, I will make another enclosure, or they'll take up the backyard for the time being, but I mean, eventually I will have enough space for the torts and the trees and whatever else that might come along. So hope you guys like this video. Hope you guys like the torts. Yeah, and I hope you guys have a nice day. Happy Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day weekend this weekend, and hope you guys enjoy it. Have a nice day.